A lot of us have experienced that moment when a child is excited to see you, whether it's your child or a friend's kid or your niece or nephew. You have experienced that moment when they're excited to see you and they run up to you and you pick them up, or they want something from you and their hands just naturally go right onto your waist. And if we're not carrying in a safe holster, again, we're opening ourselves up to the possibility of a negligent discharge taking place in that moment. And then even upon picking them up, if our holster doesn't have proper retention, there's that possibility that that act of picking your child up could potentially knock that gun out of the holster. To preface this video, all concealed carriers should prioritize safety in their everyday carry holster. Today, I just want to highlight the importance of selecting a safe holster as a parent or guardian or somebody who is around children. We have a different risk assessment to consider when we're spending time and lots of time around children. We have to use our imagination here, but our fingers are not the only thing that can pull the trigger, especially so when we're not carrying in a holster that adequately covers the trigger on both sides. As parents or guardians, we're spending a lot of time around our children, and something to consider here is that because we spend more time around children, we're actually at a different level of risk for a negligent discharge and a holster that's not protecting the trigger adequately. Kids are always touching around our waistline, which is where we tend to carry our firearm. It's a natural place for them to want to grab, whether they're asking to come up or they're just being played with and picked up or whatever. They're naturally wanting to grab where we're actually carrying our firearm. If we're not carrying in a safe holster, a holster that maybe allows us access to the trigger through the holster, even while it's seated properly in the holster, we're opening ourselves up to unnecessary risk and opening our children up to unnecessary risk when we could be choosing a safe holster to mitigate those risks. This is why we recommend carrying in a holster that is securely attached to your body, retained appropriately inside the holster, that allows you consistent access to your firearm, that also protects the trigger adequately on both sides of the holster as the first line of defense for parents looking to carry a gun on their body, just in case.